What's up, everybody? What is up? Welcome to the stream. We're starting off with some college football, and then we're going to go to some other shit. But right now we're playing college football because I have 2 games to play in my dynasty, and I gotta play them. But we all know how this is going to go. You've watched my previous dynasty plays. It's because my teammates poop ass. Poop ass. Ugh. Yeah, and I bet Brandon's school's way the fuck up there. Bro, if that wide receiver transfers, it's not going to affect me any. I'm throwing more to my tight end than anyone. Game of the week. Let's get this shit going. Know what I'm saying? Coach, if you don't quit running your mouth already. It was just a kickoff. Chill out.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football. It's a big test for him. And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jess. But it's not about
If it didn't work the first time, try it again. God. That's a terrible throw on my part. Ooh. Okay, so I need you guys to be kind of fucking aggressive, okay?
There's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after.
I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as...
Fuck. Right to him.
anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Leaves it with the
Fuck me, man.
greeted by a host of defenders. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Yo, I'm about to get fucked.
Scanning the field, it's Jarvis. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire.
God damn it.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
I touched him. God damn it.
Too much contact after the fair catch signal, and it'll cost him here.
Injury timeout. Bro, I didn't hit you.
Headed quickly to the line. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they get the first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They get to the line quickly.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. Look at him as catch receiving on the year for him.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. On the red zone, looking for a man. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football.
My God, their line just completely moved me.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. To start this drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And now on 2nd down for this offense. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping them. 2 straight punts in the previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Jarvis. Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down is more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Now
Whoa!
It's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown.
Pass
in this one.
interference.
They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm.
Was it that fucking guard?
At this point in the game.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Great place to start for this offense. Coming out on first down with the play. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. Gives it on the option. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. He's got the top. Took it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Mustangs line it up with a first and goal. They're trying to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Severe. No midseason concentration laps here in week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the offense back onto the field. To the air. It's a drop. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Good timing. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And it's another first and 10 play. Looking to throw on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter. And QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking. But this team, they got to find a way to get on the same page.
He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the option. Now the toss. And he is run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with second and 13.
Damn.
But it's incomplete.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field.
That was pass interference like a motherfucker.
There is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
The guy to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Jones. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short
What the fuck
gain.
did he trip on?
Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun. Wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Wade. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. It's snagged in the end zone. Touchdown.
And sometimes these games can snowball. You get down 21, next thing you know, you look up, it might be 35. Nice answer, put a drive together. Now the defense has got to get you a stop. Then you try to put another drive together. One possession at a time, try to climb back in this football.
Coming out with it, it's Tompkins. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Hand off from the shotgun. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats.
I don't know what I need. I need new wide receivers for sure.
Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play. They can't substitute as the offense is...
All right. We're restarting. I'm not doing this. I can't handle getting beat this fucking bad. Oh, God.
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen.
Big play.
Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home for the SMU Mustangs.
I wish I could skip this shit so I can just get to the fucking game.
Looking to put up a show. Taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Mustangs will kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players.
Dude. Oh my God.
I mean, he's been
Damn, I didn't see X over there.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well. They're now facing 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. He took a pass and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit.
Fuck!
And he missed it. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. So SMU's offense will get the ball for the first time. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary. And there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football.
He's going to be
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the goal route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender, and he's able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside. Fullback. And he's got another first down. Mark it at 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. The receiver on a jet sweep. Incomplete, and they try to catch him flat. On 1st down, but the defense was ready. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Jarvis.
Oh my god, bro. Close your fucking hands.
The physical matchup there, 3rd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes for them.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Off play action. The Mustangs will hustle to the line.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, they tend to like to change up the tempo and go fast. We're seeing it here.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. And the Mustangs look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the wide receiver.
didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo. What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you've got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keeps it on the move. The Mustangs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. And they come through this time. It's 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that is how you get it done. 3rd down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on 3rd down?
Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. South Alabama is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 4 to Cincinnati. We'll circle back with anything good happens. We should be
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Fine play action. Unloads to the line. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just...
God fucking damn it!
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's Jennings. That one never had a chance, incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions, and a beautiful rhythm. Finally throws his first down.
But he's got an explosive play for the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway.
Let's go.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A first down run on the north side. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work
Damn, they're so hard to stop.
No mid-season concentration laps here in week 7 as they push it to the lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I gotta push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back. And he's got it out. He'll go out of bounds at the 36-yard line, and boy, you can live with that kind of return every time. This offense has it with really good field position. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And now they've moved into the red zone. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. They can't score. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Go straight ahead. Puts it into the end zone for a touchdown. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do. They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time. They'll immediately call timeout. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go. Break. Double. Get a touchdown. Get a touchdown. That's it. They'll give it to the back. Nice move there. Works it up for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to break.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Well, the runner paid the price on that one. Nobody blocked the middle linebacker. He came through that hole unencumbered and laid the lumber on that tackle for him.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Let's get a few yards on this play.
Use the pre-take. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. This offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground.
The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback on the key. Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Pass the first down marker and still running. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up first and 10 from the 36. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end.
That's the ball.
It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Now facing a 3rd and long. Once and for all, it's Jarvis. Right side. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Nice move. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way.
Pressure on, dude.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And they get him down at the 43, but the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Trying to set up the screen. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And in the middle, it's Singleton. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's trying to get in. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Mustangs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Oh, sweet feet. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll go with the quick snap. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
He'll start the return inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half.
Here we go.
With jet sweep pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So now it's second and long. Makes the grave, it's more. That should be the final play of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Tompkins. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll open the second half on the ground.
Let's fucking tackle them, please.
The Mustangs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll give it to him again.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Good on the read. Defense scoots out, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the air, it's Jordan. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Back to pass. In the backfield, it's Strickland. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by possession. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. It's a 1st and 10. Lost a throw on first down. Looking for space to the left. Snagged on the outside. It's Moore. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. On the right side. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here we go, Zach. On the gun, running back on the move. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Solid pickup with 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. In the middle, it's Wade. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. They'll keep it moving to the last step of the goal line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move. Gets it. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got it in. He goes into the end zone for the touchdown. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
On the move from inside his 1. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline and Coach probably said, "Good drive." Come on, get on the ball, David.
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Yo, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Bummer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down in the last week. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make it.
And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
God, why do you run past the fucking guy with the ball? Pay attention.
My quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Y'all cannot stop his ass.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Off the play. He's got enough on that first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 32nd. The play action fake. Snagged in the middle. It's full. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to the big tight end. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Back to the ground game on the
That's not what I picked.
After your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. And they were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the field.
Oh no!
chance and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Jetty. Makes the catch, it's Cooper. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Unloads quickly. Breaks the tackle. And runs maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up to 49. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because if you're in front of this big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag play. Zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver.
Another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Mustangs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball down.
Yo, let's just dive at him and start fucking like trying to tackle him.
As they try to pay off this drive. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll do it himself. He gets the first down. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys.
So
There's some work to
annoying.
be done still.
Thanks so much. inside his own 10. Let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys, real weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn that voice and lead the team.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And this center downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've gotten this drive going, a couple of first downs already. It's first and 10 from the 45. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for movement. It's Strickland. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. Had to get his running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Got his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, on 4th and 2, you're sort of in that position offensively where you could run and try to get it, or you could try play action. But, David, it obviously puts the defense in a huge bind. That was a tough situation.
Huge bind because you're thinking run. You're thinking run. Nice play design. Nice job by the offense. By the way, it's hard to call play action because you know a lot of bodies near the line of scrimmage, a lot of pressure coming, so you might get hit by the quarterback right when you're trying to think the ball out to the running back. So nice job by the offense, calling the play action, executing it perfectly.
The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Look at the inside again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Lost yardage on that last one. It's second and 11. Back to throw. It's Jarvis. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Got it on that line. It's Strickland. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Quick pass on the flat motion. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen that you could tell.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the UNLV Rebels offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football.
Need to The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the right.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting it.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Just to throw on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Slippery slide, found his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Jones. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He'll try to picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. That's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Line getting set on second down. It's over. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Tight ends are security blankets for quarterbacks, especially in situations like that, right? You don't need a lot of yards. Just find the big fella, put it on him, get the first down.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, first and 10. Use the play fake down throw. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Going the other way, he's got room. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big throw.
Open the drop. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Rebels can really attack on this second and short. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for just a minute here about UNLV. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment and getting good talent like that. The program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through. One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Unleashes one deep. Lowers those pads. He got it in the end zone. On UNLV. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make a play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Mississippi State. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, we'll hear about it.
I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that call. You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll immediately call timeout.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. And the incomplete pass will lapse the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Now setting up shop in the red zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Go all the way! Go all the way!
Trying to cap this drive with the pass.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, now we're
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. You want your defenders to be physical in pass coverage, but they can't be overly aggressive. They can't grab and hold. That's an obvious PI call. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll run it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let it go to work.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Down of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and his defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Now on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Dropping back. It's Chillin. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing.
defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now you can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down for the air.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. On the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Fine play action. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. To the air. It's Jarvis. Interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass. Perfect time to win that.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
4-2 Spider.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat and down he goes again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Punt is on its way. On the move, looking for a little separate hook. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. With the catch, it's Gunderson. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Chillin. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. The Rebels offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back to the 16.
This This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on first down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number one. And I'm really impressed with this start by this defense. Like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the push, but they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Caught in the backfield.
You start to get that offense going, start having success. You've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't,
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Then run to the action.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game. They had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Floating away. This sophomore learning when to just do it himself.
and this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Keep it together!
Quarterback on the keeper. He breaks it down. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. All right, guys, let's chat a little UNLV. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing it right.
Absolutely. And there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Lay him out!
Puts it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. It's full. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Back to throw. It's Release to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. The 25-yard line. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. They'll try it over the left side. Takes it the first down, still moving. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Here we go.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Got his man. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Hey, let's go.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's got a touchdown. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Irvin. Rolled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
On the set.
Rebels offense is back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Off the fake on first down. Easily. They get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Again. He's in open space downfield. There he is. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Ready, set.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Right back to the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Got it.
The Rebels with the first and 10.
29 Philly.
They'll leave it with him. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
On the double.
Offense gets set for second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the gun, running back gets to get. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Vegas.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Quarterback extends the play. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Dropping back, it's Chuck. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. So now it's second and long. To the ground. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. In the middle, it's away. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that guy was incomplete.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Eighth play of the drive coming up. Really in the middle, it's forward. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw. The defense was in good position.
Turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. They've been great on third down. Now to finish the deal on first and goal. Waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in place.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11.
Let's get it, man.
Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Here's the quick throw over the left. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Here we go.
Second down, he'll throw it. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Rebels come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it on the sneak. 25 on 1st and 10.
42 spots.
To the air. There's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Give to the running back. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll pull it on the read. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw. Receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. The official says no good. Boy, that field goal really could have helped the mental health, but it's still a 13-point game. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Off the play fake on 1st down. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20th to 19-yard line. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way.
Rush coming in high, and they've got him at the 29. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try.
And this will be a bit of a challenge. A 46-yard attempt on the line.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That cuts into this deficit. It's now 20 to 10.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field.
And now this offense will take the field again. Wide receiver going in motion. Hand off from the gun. First down and still on his feet. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. To throw, it's Jarvis. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go in the air. Catch him, it's more.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in the game, more or less in the 1st half.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to control.
The stop was made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Has to throw on 1st down. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this offense defense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down.
Come on.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. And the Rebels buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. An explosive play to the running game as he's got the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. And that defense gets through him, and down he goes at the 9.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that UA.
He's at the 40. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Rebels.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Mississippi State. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Finds him in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And the offense sees man-to-man and right away trying to attack that slant route. Like, make an easy pitch and catch. But how about the coverage on the back end, staying in his hip pocket and getting his hand on the football?
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll start this drive going to the air.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great way to go.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that's okay. The offense coordinator is not upset because, listen, quarterback decision-making, find your guys, find your matchups. He's made big plays already. He's already put up a game's worth of stats. Continue to find that guy. You'll have some misses, but he is your guy.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. That defense rising up and stopping them short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the loss, getting the big step.
Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Makes the grab, it's Reynolds. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Lost a throw on first down. Grab over the middle, it's Reynolds. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Pressure coming. Underneath, he gets rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
The give. Touchdown, UNLV. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Use the play fake now to throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. It's forward. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He fires one deep over the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try to run. In the books, time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10, here it comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Trying to get it to the edge. Creates a little room. Found that space and goes 6 out to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yards.
Buying some time. Crosses the 45. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback. Right? Obviously,
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Looking to throw, it's This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, he stalled out on 3rd and 10. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock him up close to the goal line. It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. The offense changing the play. Get there. A 4th down stop. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. It's just ridiculous.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Bring in the heat. And they miss a connection on 3rd down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Will be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Back to throw, it's Jarvis.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they work that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He'll throw it back in the middle of speed. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Shotgun snap. Catch in the middle. It's 1st. They made the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick the field goal. You don't have to worry about that now because of the pass completion. It's 1st and goal.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Off play action.
always seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw it right there.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Beasley. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Just a short pass. He's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. There you go.
Back to pass. Pocket brought down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, the running back has it. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Rebels back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's got one right. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Igloo. Igloo.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the Rebels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Houston play fake, now to throw. Skips away from pressure. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go. That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break, drove down the field a little bit. It's 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
And they decide to try out the kicker. And is slips just inside that right upright. That'll push this lead out to a touchdown at 27-20.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running play action. Shoots it to the left. That's caught for his man. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw, it's Jarvis. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping offside all the time.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. Wants to go up top. He's moving out of the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get past that. Got to roll that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They used him twice in that loss a week ago. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Second down coming up. Not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Up to the 10. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Send the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose the running game. Good. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Now the play fake. There's the pressure. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Another incompletion on third down. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll go back to work on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Good game. In this defense. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week again.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation.
right, we're here. You ready? Because once we get started, I'm gonna be riding your tail till this. There's something you should know up front. I'm a Co. As in Solomon Co., first man on Aquila. That tale I mentioned before, the one I think is connected to an artifact, it's something of a family legend. After Planetfall, Solomon spent years mapping Aquila, and he found a tiny little patch of nothing on his sensors. The kind of nothing an artifact produces. He called it the Empty Nest. Said it was a place even the wildlife of Aquila wouldn't go. Okay. Smartass. Solomon's maps are locked up tight in the local gal bank.
Has my mic been muted this entire fucking time?
I actually met a guy who finished the Red Mile. He lost an eye in the process, but he did walk away with a pile of credits.
Was it?
And I mean,
picking up?
you got 2 eyes, right?
Picking up the birds outside?
Kilo City.
I turned it
I spent
down,
half
so
my
now
life
maybe
trying to
you
get out
can
of
just
this
hear me.
place.
It's not picking up. One, two, three. Okay. Oh no. It's saying that it's picking. Like it. I might can hear something that I cannot hear. Is it ghost? Possibly. Come on, Sam. I already got it open down here.
All right. The family has a few different deposit boxes secured in here, so let's look around. Here's a copy of the key. Okay, now remember, Solomon was from an earlier generation, so it's not going to be on a slate. Big bundles of paper is what we're after. Oh, no. There we do. I was hoping to avoid the estate when we landed. Cora's gonna be so mad. We really gotta do this. Yeah, well, I don't gotta say it. It's not. I just... Alright, fine. He's my dad, okay? We're not exactly on friendly terms. He probably figured I'd come for the maps at some point. Got ahead of me. Family business just wasn't something I wanted to get into, you know? Yeah, well, sorry I'm such a pain about it. No forgiveness between me and my old man. It's, co-tradition. All right, shall we?
I'm just saying, my family was on the list.
Seems like the cruise is down the road.
Well. Sam Cole finally decides to darken our doorstep again.
You know why I'm here.
Oh? What's that? You come to your senses? Realize where you ought to be for
I want
once?
that necklace he has.
I ain't asking again.
You ain't asked once. Let's hear it. I want you to say the words about what's more important to you than family.
Okay, this was a mistake.
The only mistake I'm seeing here is you. Bringing your Constellation lackey here instead of my granddaughter. Come to help Sam loot his ancestry? You're not getting those maps. Full stop. There's only one place a co ought to be. And it ain't out there in the starfield doing Lord knows what. Putting our future at risk. Nothing's more important than family. Nothing. If Sam had stuck around, he'd know that. You wouldn't be here.
All right, that's enough. Come on, let's you and I talk. In private.
Welcome home, Sam. Make your visit short, okay? It's what you do.
I'm up for a little adventure. Give me a sec. All right, let's talk options.
We beat this shit out of your dad and go take the maps.
No. I mean, this is no place for her, okay? The less time she spends with Jacob, the better.
Why don't you guys just get over it?
Damn it. Fine. We'll go get her. If there's any other options, I'd appreciate doing those first.
What is it this time, Const? Well, that's not your decision, is it? Not liking your... You really believe that, don't you? You think I'm not trying to help him? Can't believe I'm saying this. But if it'll get you out of my hair, then they're in the other room, here.
All right, let's see if we can... All right, let me think. The way I heard it, there. Found it. Oh, boy. That's a problem. Well, you ain't wrong. But let's take a look at what we're up against. First, it's in the middle of the frontier, which we already expected. No problems there, but the usual tussling with alien wildlife. But the empty nest is a cave right in the middle of Shaw Gang territory. Same outlaws who held up Galbank. Well, just remember, it's about the artifact, not them. Hurting bad guys puts a smile on your face, that's a bonus. Let's get to that cave.
You have what you wanted, now off with you.
Lick my butt, Jacob. Lick my butt.
Outside the wall, things get dicey. Ashta are no joke. Even for us.
Oh, look who's got a Laredo gun. Welcome to civilization.
I just gotta ask, why?
This region is not clear for human personnel.
Be right back, chat.
Get ready!
This is my favorite.
It's Starfield. I just started playing it again not too long ago.
Didn't have come to this.
This should be swarming with Ashta.
Alright, man. I'll be on for a while today. Do you play Magic Arena? If you play Magic Arena, put your username in the chat so that I can add you on there. Hockey? I don't know shit about hockey. That sounds fun. I'll download it.
Afraid your time's coming up.
Oh, fuck, I don't have any med packs left. Nah, I'm putting that down.
Got one. Looting the dead ain't glamorous, but it sure is profitable.
Give me though!
I just started playing Magic. Well, I play Magic the Gathering Arena, but I'm gonna get a physical deck soon. I got some booster. My girlfriend bought me some packs the other day, but I'm gonna get a commander deck at some point. Sweet. I'll add you on there soon. I have no heals. Shit, run back. Need like 6 more of those. Alrighty. As soon as I finish this mission, I'm going to download Hockey. Because I've been curious about it since they put it on there. Jump. Just like loop around or anything? No.
Well, I hope this place is tectonically sound.
think that's far enough. Hate to put a hole in the head of Akila's own prodigal son. At least not before we've had a word.
You must be Shaw.
What I am is disappointed. Samco in the flesh, and he's peddling around the frontier with the has-beens of Constellation. Now you got past my crew, who I pay quite handsomely, I might add. Grabbed something from that weird cave, probably whatever's been keeping the Ashta away. So, I'm down one hideout. Now, let's talk about what all that's... Oh, really? Tough. You talk a good game. You running the underground. Fine. Get the hell out of here before I change my mind. I see you again. You're dead.
Boss, it's the Ashta.
You. This is your fault. You better lend us a hand.
Nope. Yeah, it's not my fucking problem.
We're in one piece. I'll call that a win. Let's get back to the lodge. One left.
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
Building here.
I haven't picked up any kind of frequency or signal coming from it.
That doesn't mean much. This thing could be emitting something we can't even detect. As far as we know, we could be building a gigantic bomb that will blow up as soon as we finish it. Or maybe it's some kind of interstellar children's toy.
Why would either of those things give the Discoverer visions and music? It's a message. I'm sure of it.
We just have to hope that finding more of the pieces will give us some clue.
I hear that. Moving forward sometimes means fumbling around in the dark. I think Cora and I can use some downtime, but you let me know if you ever want to team up again. Oh, and since it tends to come up, me and my Rugrat co-pilot work as a team. That's non-negotiable. If I'm coming with, that means Cora's on your ship. Why not? What do you think, Cora?
It's really nice to have more company.
What?
A brief history of time. If you find any addition, any at all, I will be your friend like forever.
Ever since I got here, this has felt like home. These people are family. I hope it feels that way for you too.
I am at your service, Captain.
Do I have enough to buy another ship yet? Only good one that I have more room for people on. Yeah, this motherfucking thing had like 8 people on it. Maybe I can buy like a new cab or something. Like a living quarters.
Hey. What can I do for you? Anything I can help you with? Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, that's cool.
I'm sure you can find something.
I have 18,000. Which of these ships? Way too much.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. They'll cause plenty of havoc if left unchecked. Okay. No.
You can step. Drop a few pounds. I don't mean a diet.
Put the rest of the ship in my ship's inventory. Let me see what I can buy from here, because I want a new cab or something. Oh, it's just all the shit that I've sold.
Chunks will take years off your life, I'm telling you. I ate some once and was sick for a week. I heard they had a breakthrough at the lab recently. All kinds of new possibilities, they say.
Nice to be back.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay.
Welcome back to the pride and joy of the UC. Hello, New Atlantis.
There it is.
If you don't see what you want, feel free to ask. Hi there! Thanks for stopping in. Feel free to look around. I can take care of transactions. Oh, please, take a look. Thanks. And I can't take all of it. If it weren't for him, I don't know where we'd be now. Thanks for coming in.
It takes a strong mind and a good eye to sell art.
You heard of the Elios retreat?
Where have I heard that word before? Helios. There was another game at some point I played.
Buddies.
Step right in, ma'am, and feast your eyes on the marvelous attractions of Honest Earl's Alien Extravaganza.
I can read this.
Of course you can. But can you believe your senses? Creatures.
You want to do some good for the city? Got a moment to hear about the Low House? It mean a lot to me and to others. Good to know there's still some folks who can take an interest in the welfare of others. The Low House is a place where folks down on their luck can get a hot meal and a bed to sleep in. More importantly, they can do it with some dignity. No need to beg or steal. Everything's given with no questions asked and no favors owed. I run the place. Have for years. But to do it, I have to rely on the kindness of others. That's right. And most people want to. Sometimes they just need a helping hand to pull them up from a dark place and set them on their feet again. Look, I'll be honest with you. We get a little help from some other wealthier folks in the city. But it's barely enough. It takes credits to provide for those in need. And I'm hoping you'll be willing to contribute. If you can spare a few credits, it'll do a lot of good. Thank you. I don't know if you believe in karma, but I do. I think you just earned yourself some. Takes everything I've got to keep the Low House open. Running the Low House, this means it. Sincerely, this means every credit. This means a great. The Low House can only. This means it. This means it. Running the Low House, this means it. The Low House can. This means it. There's, if you're serious, Philborn Agricole, but the latest in Telewitch. Could you ask? This is a huge. If there's anything you can, I'll have more work.
I feel like this is just busy work.
Never ever go outside.
Could I get the digital copy of the things I buy here?
Hey there.
You're okay, right?
It's true. My husband runs one.
If you're here for Weston, he's... But please, if it's about that brewing... Oh, sorry. Weston, that's my husband. His brother Henry's the creative. Phil Byrne out. Seems those two are content to think small. Well, I wish you were... Well, you didn't come here to hear me natter on. I know. It's been this whole frustrating episode. Sure, but the guards aren't going to be able to send people. We're committed to helping the unfortunates. You would do that? If you get it rebooted, I'll talk with my husband, but I'm sure we... Just...
Should we take the car? The space car. No. Let's get the space car. Is it a 4-seater? 2-seater. Shit, okay. How do I get it like out? We'll take the ship, pick it up, and move it over the wall.
Home sweet home.
Got a freighter coming soon. No time to talk.
I heard Mr. Wright's gonna be...
There's not enough to do around here.
Nicely
So we had
done.
to clean up the graffiti on the rain.
Excuse me.
Why don't we just close it down? It's not like
The
it gets
UC
much
can't be
use.
that bad.
Hopefully, not some. Should we warn him about Yashida? Outside is really, really dangerous.
Mr. Tate, he's a realtor. He's been trying to organize something.
Yeah?
Solar 37. Capacity?
97.5%.
Mind if I take a long way?
That is good, good. Oh, that makes sense. Aren't they outside the walls? Wait, please, don't risk yourself like... I hate to ask it. Everything runs on charity. A new face may ease up the... It's touch and go. Too little. So, the mayor, Elias Cartwright, has always been... Raisha Lance is a huge... Both of those are routine. The last is a long shot. If you could convince... You are a breath of fresh. Once you're done with... You take care.
Alright, we're gonna stop right here, save, and then I'm gonna take a break for a little bit. I might come back. I'll be back later.